This is on tilt trading. I'm going to go through my market analysis and pre-trade. I'm already in a position in Bitcoin and in Ripple. It looks like market-wise we are selling this morning, and I'll walk you through what I'm seeing here on my charts. This is the 1-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart. This is the 4-hour chart. What I'm seeing here is we're below the 200. Price action is trading below the 200 EMA on the 4-hour, below the 200 EMA on the 15-minute, and then currently we're below it here on the 1-minute, but the breakdown on the 1-minute happened here. But again, this is the 200 EMA exponential moving average. And it goes on every chart here. So I'm seeing that. Also here on the 1-minute, I'll walk you through what we're getting. Actually, let's go to the 15-minute because we can get some perspective here on the trade idea. So this purple line that you're seeing here, this is Camarilla pivot R3 here, and this is Camarilla pivot R3 here on the 15-minute. This is Camarilla pivot S3. This trade idea is an R3 to an S3 traverse. So this idea being a short here, or based on the Camarilla pivot system, which my trading system is based off of, any price action below R3, you want to take a short. You can also take these trades up here as well, and some people will even take them here, which is the R4 level, at a fail of the R4 level. My preference is to take these trades at the halfway or right at the R3 level. The way that Bitcoin set up this morning, I was only able to take it below the R3 level. We can see here there's a breakdown of the R3 level after testing it here a little earlier this morning. Sold off really nicely. Broke the 200 EMA here, consolidated here, and then was bought back up above. I was able to get an entry here with a stop, and I'll show you where my stop loss is. Catch it up here. We'll go down to the 15-minute. Okay, you can see my stop loss is back here. I'm sure why we're not getting it here. Oh, I get it. My stop loss is just above this candle up here, so it's not showing, but you can see this. If you can see this green line that's right here, this is my stop loss, which is right above here. And this green line down here, let's put some marks on it. This green line here, this is my stop loss. So it's going to be right there. And then my take profit is down here. This is the S3 level here. And this is the, I'm not sure, what is this purple line here? This is the R3 level. Let me get my other marker out and see what this purple line is here. Okay, this is just where the price action is currently. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, it's highlighting where the price action is, so this line here. But yeah, this is my trade idea right now. So far, we're in a good position, but based on market conditions, we'll see if this position will be able to finish. depending on market conditions. Like I'm more of a range type trader and like to catch trades at the edges of ranges and then run the range to the other end, where this would be in this range here is a range in between R3 and S3. This is the range. So you can see my entry is up here at the top of the range and trying to take the position down here to the bottom of the range. But we'll see how this goes, or how it's setting up depending on how market conditions are going today. And based on market structure, here on the 4-hour chart, there's room for, price action to reach down here to this candle where this wick runs into this S3 level. So on the 4-hour, this is R3, and down here this is the S3 level here. So we've got room to run down to this level. Just depends on if sellers have the momentum today to be able to follow through with the trade. So it is a Sunday, so the volume will be on the lower side, but there is some history over the years of crypto selling off on Sundays. So we'll see how this goes. But as far as an entry, I could have also attempted an entry here, even though I prefer to take entries on the after there's been a break of the 200 EMA, which I could have taken an entry here on this green pullback candle here. My entry is here, and then there was the possibility of an add here. But from psychologically and just from experience, adding and adding and adding doesn't necessarily mean that your account will do the same. It usually, or at least from my experience, it just leads to your account depleting. Just adding, I've got mixed feelings about. It can be a very powerful and useful tool. It can also be destructive to your account. Just depends on how it's used. And then I'll show you my positions right here. So these are my current positions. I've got 2 in Ripple, 1 in Bitcoin, and I'll show you what I mean by adding here. So this is my position in Ripple. Took the position here really clean with the EMA and the CAM are right here together here on the 1 minute. So this is the R3 here, and this is the 200 EMA here. EMA here, and this is R3 on the 15 minute, and this is S3. Same trade idea, R3 to S3 traverse. When I was speaking about adding, I was debating on whether or not I wanted to add here, but again, adding can be very beneficial. It can also create some issues. So I decided not to add here, even though I did have a really good opportunity to do so. But I'm okay with that. I don't know if this trade is going to go through or if it doesn't. The only problem with adding is when your trade doesn't work, you're adding to your losses. So something else to consider. And speaking of losses and risk management, we'll go back over to Bitcoin. In this consolidation area, I was debating, or I was trying to catch an entry, and I took some entries in here. I took maybe 3 entries in here, tried to catch some entries here when it came back, and then finally up here I was able to catch my main entry. We'll come over to my trading history and we'll take a look at these losses that I was taking. So in that main consolidation area, taking small losses anywhere from, let's say, 50 to 80 cents. And then I took some losses anywhere between $4 and $1.50 here. So some smaller positions, or some smaller positions, yes, but trying to time an entry. So this is more of a risk management type of situation where if you manage your risk properly, you can get in and out of things. But when you're adding, like I was taking one position here, so I was able to cut my losses pretty tight. When I was here, I did a poor job managing my risk and took some bigger losses. So this kind of had me hesitant to do anything else with Bitcoin, even though I did really like the add potential on Ripple on that last opportunity that came up, but got a little timid just because I didn't want to muddy up my Ripple trade like I have Bitcoin. But you can see with Ripple here, nice and clean, and then here, nice and clean. Where Bitcoin here in between, I've mostly made a mess of here. But with risk management being a focus of mine, even though I'm not the best at it every day, when we look at my positions window, so far on Bitcoin, up about $14, close to $15. So I have made back those losses, and if the trade can complete, then yeah, those losses will be permanently wiped out. But as far as in P&L, balance is low. Started out the day at around about $85. Those small losses on Bitcoin added up real quick. So we'll see how the day carries on. But this is on tilt trading. This is my pre-trade on